It comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
So if they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Tackle made by Everson Griffin. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Fitzgerald, a bullet throw, but incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
They're going to try and throw. It's caught. Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. On 1st and 10, Fitzgerald, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Let's go now. Head over.
Check the out.
Hey, echo.
Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. Silver.
Hey, 1 second. Go. Check, Mike. Hit it.
From the gun, Fitzgerald throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up
Ready? 70, Indy. Hey, team 6, team 6. Bam.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out.
Ready, break.
55. Hey, pick your game up.
5.
On 3rd down, Johnson. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
And the Lions 1st down.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
We taking win call.
He's coming.
Go out.
He's coming. Double up.
6.
Back to throw. Fitzgerald. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Single receiver.
The 44-yard line.
Smooth.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
We go. Check 37. Check 37. Leo. Bravo. Kill. Now.
Here's 2nd and 8. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get up.
He's got him in, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Cousins to throw it. Charles, you talk so much about quick change. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Well, he got the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay,
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 55.
To throw again. Fitzgerald. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Let's go.
Again, 11 on the play. 1st down, Lions.
Ready up. 54. Hey, Charlie.
Oh, here we go. All right. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
Ready?
On 1st down, Fitzgerald. Then he finds Danny Amendola. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Ready.
This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here.
Don't get nervous. Spud.
Shit. Right there.
Operating from the gun, Fitzgerald. He finds a rookie from Iowa, T.J. Hawkinson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
40's Mike, right there. 40's Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike's 40. I don't think you got it. Go.
2nd and 3. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Go.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Shift.
Let's go. Shoot.
From the gun, Fitzgerald. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards.
What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on first down, Fitzgerald. Being chased out left. He gets it left side to Johnson. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Prater for the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
To throw, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo! Gun. Hey, Steamer. Hey, Foxtrot.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Two. Gun. Good route here. Here we go.
Cousins on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Trey Flowers able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, Alpha. Gun.
Cousins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The outlaw, blue draw portion. Hey, Echo.
54, right there. 54 Mike.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
On 1st and 10, Fitzgerald. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught at the 25. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Riddick. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, team 6.
It's 2nd and inches.
On 2nd and inches, Fitzgerald. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to go down in the field of play. So they say no to the field goal try, and time has run out on this first half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well, as we are back and underway for the second half. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble, as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Delvin Cook. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Ready?
Off the play fake. Fitzgerald. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. first down. It's Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Again, it's Cook. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Now Cousins. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Lions will take over. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
I'm going to get you all day.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Watch the backer, watch the backer. Check.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Play action now. Cousins. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
Let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Kill. Wide. Get wide.
They'll run on first down. Turner. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
You're all right, baby. You're all right. Watch twist.
Look at me. Door. Yep.
Watch the twist. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 31.
They'll run the option right here on first down. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Check right 54. Right 54.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Fitzgerald. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw and a good one.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fitzgerald. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Hey, Orbit.
On 2nd and 15 now. Fitzgerald. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Go. You got motion, man. You got motion. Hey, Charlie.
Mike,
Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down. Fitzgerald. And some space here. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Bailey now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
42, line 7. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd and 11 now. Fitzgerald, the former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Looking to throw. Fitzgerald. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Stephen Weatherly and the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Check, check. Lucky.
Cousins gives way to Cook. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
They're not ready for this, man. Two. They still playing soccer. First. They're playing the wrong football.
Switch.
Now Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down. Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10.
4 down. Watch the eye.
300. Gun. 300. Like that.
Here's Cousins. That's complete right around the 8. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll run with Cook. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They'll run for it with Cook. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset.
Let's go.
They come up on a 4th and goal as they look to finish this one off. That's caught at the 3. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Riddick with a carry. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. 30. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Romeo Okwara, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a give running right, it's Cook. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Throwing, Cousins, going deep for Diggs. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.